You say every time you be liking something, I already liked it. Ah, great minds are tuned in. You dig? You got to accept the invite. I did. I did accept it. Ty, that was Ty. My son saying I got to accept the invite. I mean, you've been busy with the babies, Ed, so I understand that, man. Them things looking beautiful, boy. All right. I hear you.
My sound was, my volume on my phone was down. I'm retarded.
Oh,
like, I just.
You crazy, man. That's that shit you be smoking.
It is.
That's that shit you be smoking. Yo, speaking of smoking, that nigga Ed got the fire. I can't wait. That shit is drying right now. He put it up, put the pictures up. What's going on, Amerson, Josh? It's been a minute.
That stuff was supposed to been dried. It's out.
Like for real.
Yeah.
the B Atlanta. What's popping, the B Atlanta? So what's going on with you, son? You like you in traffic?
I just dropping the boys off. Tata had track practice, and I went up there for his track practice, and then we went and grabbed Aiden and went got him something to eat, and they kicked it for a little bit, and I'm on the way back to the city.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Great dad shit. That's a very, very point. It's a very strong pride of point for me as a father and a grandfather. It's a great thing to know that, you know, like I don't have to sit here and be like feeling guilty because I didn't take care of my kids. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here, you know, talking to you, knowing that you are extending exhibiting the experience or the behavior that you were extended. You know what I mean? Like I did these things with y'all. So, you know what I mean? Like I ain't got to say going, damn, I was fucked up.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody that I was like, yo, I didn't meet my pops. I was like, I didn't meet my pops, my brother, my family. I didn't meet my other half of the family till I was 4. But the day my pops found out about me, that nigga was there every day since. Like it wasn't a day that
passed. From the day, soon as I found out, I went straight there. I was on my motorcycle.
The next day in my life was different from that day on.
That's right. That's right. You fucking right. And not just different. Better. Way fucking better.
Going up.
Moving on.
What's crazy is I noticed in like looking back, like I didn't notice I was missing a father because nobody had a father. Like my mother didn't have no father. My aunts didn't have no father. Nobody had a father in the house. None of the friends in my community. It was like 2 people, all of my friends as kids, 2 people was growing up with a father.
That's crazy.
And it was my Puerto Rican friend and my Jamaican friend. The foreign kids, they was growing up with their parents.
That's a very pertinent point.
They understood the value of the community of a family and the structure it took, as opposed to their own selfish wants and goals out of life. Understanding the sacrifice is greater if they stay together as a unit, because it's a higher purpose at this point.
But see, the thing about the standard American culture, especially as many in especially the northern parts of the country experience it, is this, and it's gotten to the point where it's like spread into everything, but it's really this narcissistic mindset. It's really this, you know, me, great me, super me, incredible me, all about me, and anything that interferes with me being able to feed that ego monster and draw, you know, attention to me and my greatness or whatever, even if it's my kids. Well, I can't tolerate that. I knew dudes riding around back in the days in Benzes, bro, and their kids was living in the projects, and they riding around in Benzes and switching cars and all of that, and got kids and got nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see that now. Like you see all these girls and niggas on social media, basketball wives, Real Housewives. Everything that they do is outside drinking and partying, and I'm like, all of y'all got kids. Why is there never a moment where y'all are coming together as parents and doing something with y'all kids? Because everybody got kids. Y'all act like these people don't exist. Or the things y'all do don't reflect on their lives. Like, if you on TV fighting and arguing and talking about all the dudes you sleep with and mess with, and your kid go to school, you think kids are not terrorizing your child about the decisions you make as an adult?
That's crazy. They traumatizing, they're traumatizing the hell out of their kids,
But
right?
they think the money and the status that they have suffice for their child's mental lack that they're going to go through.
Yeah. Um, 2 points. You just made me think of another point. In a conversation, based on a conversation I was just having earlier, I think with Alex. It was Alex's birthday, by the way. Colombian Alex, the one who named me the Mind Plug. It's his birthday. I thought it was on the 25th. That's what I had. It's the 25th, but I think it was like the 28th or something like that. But we were talking about. Well, first, let me say this. Oh, you must be in a bad spot. All right. The first point is that when you said this thing about them behaving the way they do and their friends or classmates or whatever, teasing them and traumatizing them and stuff like that, like that's just them passing on in a different form the trauma that was passed on to them. You know what I mean? This
Yeah,
living their life without regard, like, I'm taking care of you, I'm clothing you, I'm feeding you, and I'm housing you. What else do you want from me? I got to live my life. Like, I didn't ask you to be here. You know what I mean? I didn't ask you to fucking be here. So you're not doing me no favors. A parent is not doing a child any favors by being their parent. They're not
yeah,
doing no favors. You know what I mean? Like they should be thankful that they have a parent because so many don't have parents.
yeah,
But just because you're doing what your parental responsibilities require of you doesn't mean that a child should be giving you gold stars, motherfucker. You did?
yeah,
Like you volunteered for this. You enjoyed making me. Now try to find joy in taking care of me, nurturing me, raising me, guiding me, protecting me, and preparing me for fucking society so I don't become an imposition on society. And they have to figure out something to do with me. Right? Now, the point that came up that I'm reminded of from the Alex conversation is how so many people are so narcissistic, realistically. So about me, it's about me, it's about me, that even when they do get to a point where they actually generate some sort of resources and really get some bread, and start doing things, everything they do is all about self-aggrandizement. So if they show you their child in a good school or whatever, it's not about the child's education. It's about, look what I did.
yeah,
Look what I'm doing for mine. Look at me.
yeah,
That is a reflection of me and my greatness and my accolades, whatever that. That's sick. And it is counterproductive to what the purpose is purported or supposedly to be. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah,
the kid is not going to fucking benefit from the way you act or pretend to be. The kid is only going to benefit or suffer from the way you actually are. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people get it in their heads that, when a child reaches a certain age, if they've been able to provide that child with a certain level of comfortability, lifestyle, and security, that the child is supposed to just, as a result of that uh, superficial
kiss
condition,
their ass and
just,
be happy.
no, this is supposed to be all right. You're supposed to be perfectly fine. There's not supposed to be anything wrong with you. You're not supposed to have any problems
Like you see,
because,
like Monique's son. You see
mm,
Monique from the comedian Monique. Her
yeah,
and her son was going back and forth on social media. He was
uh,
like, "Yo, I don't have a relationship with that woman. She don't know my children. She's not a grandmother to my children. She's only in the children's lives that she had with the new man that she with." And he's like, she went and then posted text messages saying, "Oh, I do have a relationship with my son," but the messages was from 2020. It's like it's 4 years ago. If you haven't spoken to your child in 4 years, y'all relationship is probably estranged.
see, she has told the world that she was molested, neglected, demeaned, abused, and abandoned. She's fucked up.
Yes.
She's damaged. She doesn't know how to have a nurturing and functional relationship with anybody. You realize that the woman, and I'm not judging, I'm just putting the realities into perspective. I know Mo. You know, she's from Beemore.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
So I'm not judging. I'm just putting into perspective what, like few people tend to really put the dynamics around a person's developmental conditions into perspective.
Yes.
Like these things, like you hear people say all the time, they gripe about white people talking about slavery was a long time ago, so get over it. But if you kick somebody's ass, say they're 30 years old, you kick their ass from the time that they're 4 to the time they're 16. You kick their ass, rape them, and all kinds of shit, right? They're gonna be fucked up for a very, very, very long time, and that's with actual help. That's with actual, counseling and and consoling and all of that. Like, they're still gonna be damaged for a long time. They might, depending on their own intellectual and emotional resilience, how strong they are emotionally and intelligent and intellectually, they're gonna be fucked up well into their 30s at least. So when you see somebody displaying the kinds of things that she displays, like daddy, 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 this is a grown-ass man. And yes, you grew up with hearing women call me daddy. You grew up with that.
Yes.
In the fucking house. In the house, dude. In the house, bro. Not out in public, bro. That ain't for the public. And when you are a public figure to the degree that she's a public figure,
a role model,
and consider this component of that dynamic. This man is supposed to be your professional manager. So you're convoluting and undermining his validity in that role in your life. When you in public, where he's supposed to be, I mean, if you're presenting in public as a couple, independent of his role as your manager and your role as a comedian, okay, that's a personal presentation. Cool, okay. But even under those circumstances, it's still public. So you're appearing as Monique and her husband and not as the actress and comedian Monique and her manager. Okay. Still, there must be boundaries. And dysfunctional people don't have boundaries. If they do, they're not very healthy. That's one of the key components of being dysfunctional. So for her to get on a public thing and be like, daddy, 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 that's a sign right there that there's still a lot of deep-seated traumatic activity occurring here and acting out in her life.
Yeah.
If you're still looking for your daddy, how are you going to be a patriarch? I mean, a matriarch to your children. Matriarchs are not looking for daddies. Strong black women are not looking for daddy. They've got their dad, they have their dad relationship, or they don't. Either way, they're not feigning, this little girl thing. They're not doing that. You know what I mean? So yes, not a good look, brother. Not a good look at all. What's happening with you though? What's going on that track you on, man, with the writing thing and in your career and all that shit there? What's popping? I seen that wild shit you put up the other day. Was that yesterday? I mean, I be trying to just, if I say words, I'm gonna be like saying some shit So I just put an emoji like, you
I don't
know,
even
some
know
shit
what
like that.
I've been posting like crazy. I don't even know which one you talking about.
It was something crazy and outrageous and uncomfortable to look at.
Was it the rabbit? The rabbit
The rabbit.
that started the rabbit.
The rabbit. Like I didn't know what was going on at first. I said, "Oh, it looked like the rabbit died," you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the other rabbit was like mourning, and then maybe the rabbit must have been on the road or something,
yeah.
and they got dragged off
The dude pulled it
the
out the
road,
road,
and
and the rabbit started fucking the rabbit. Nigga, that was funny. That was priceless. But that was my question. Like, if you knew you had one more time with your girl, like y'all had one night left, what you gonna spend that night doing? Like, you got one last time. She gonna die at 12 o'clock. It's like, what we doing at 12?
so I mean, the implications are, you know, borderline necrophilia. First of all, because that rabbit was not gonna die, and so the display that you're using in connection with the question you're asking, it still comes across as if you had one more chance, your girl is dead, you have one more chance to stop her. Would you do it?
Not if she dead. Like, if they brought her back to life, they hit it with the clear and she came back and heart beating, coochie warm, all that. Clear, coochie
Hit
warm,
her with the
heart
clear.
beating, clear. She back. She back. She got an hour. What we doing?
Uh, I mean, if you're, what the, first of all, what level of mentality are we talking about? That if this is your girl, this is your woman you love, and she's died and they brought her back, and the thing you're thinking is, oh, good, you're back. Can I hit it one more time before you?
I mean,
Like,
she
what the fuck?
record it for your memories. Like, you gonna forget, she gonna be dead. Then you gonna be like, damn, I remember how she used to, then you got the tape, you can watch how she used to swirl that tongue around your nipple. Like, you gonna like
What
all
the
that stuff. I
fuck?
remember the first time you told me about getting my butt ate, I was like, I ain't letting no girl lick my butt. And then I let a girl lick my butt. I was like, all right, Pops know what he talking about. Like, this nigga freaky.
I'm not, I'm not even gonna tell you who she was, but I'll tell you,
if you
you
hit
knew
at
her.
my mama,
No,
we gotta
no,
fight.
not
You
her,
can't
not
tell me my
yours,
mama licked your ass.
not your mama. But anyway,
Dirty nigga. He's a dirty nigga, son.
I mean, see, that's the thing. See, there were reasons that I used to tell you, look, if y'all walk in here with some woman who is 9, 10 years your senior, I'm gonna run her ass off. I'm telling you now. I had reasons for that. You know what I mean? I was like, you got to realize if you're dealing with a woman that is you know, okay, I was an advanced 16, you know what I mean? But you 16 and she 25 with 4 kids, you know, after 2 marriages.
Damn.
You can imagine, and these guys are older than her. So
Yeah.
you can imagine that she has been exposed to some freaky shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's how that shit goes. That's how that shit goes. You know what I mean?
They
You
passing
know,
it
the
down.
freaky trickle down. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You remember the girl that I think she went to school with you, Cody? She used to live in the neighborhood.
Vaguely,
Yeah, I
vaguely.
started fucking her some years later. I ain't supposed to say that like that, but yeah. She told me how she used to have a crush on you. So that's what made her eat the dick up even better. Cause she was imagining it was you, but it was like a younger, smoother version, like with no hair. Better girl.
Nigga, she was only smoother around the testicles. That's all. Smoother around the testicles.
Hell yeah, smooth.
Yeah, less hair down there.
Less
That's
hair.
about it,
My
nigga.
balls is smooth like eggs. Smooth like egg shit, nigga. Smooth
you
balls.
go you gonna get with a cease and desist for that one. Dave Chappelle gonna have this live taken down because You just implied one of his jokes and
That
shit.
is his joke. But I use wrinkle release when I wipe my balls. I got the wrinkle release, so it releases all the wrinkles.
This nigga said wrinkle release. What the fuck is a wrinkle release? That's not a
That's,
thing, is it?
white women got it. They got it for their crow's peak in their hands and shit.
Oh, this nigga is crazy. This nigga is crazy. That's a real thing, huh?
That's a real thing. They got all types of stuff. You can
Now,
buy eyelashes. You can buy a wig with the baby hairs in it. That shit real out here.
bruh, that is some fucked up shit. And
You
you're gonna
get
have
sex
niggas looking for
toys.
wrinkle release for their balls too.
They
But
got sex toys with the mouth move and the vagina pulsate and all types of stuff. And the booty hole fart when you pull it out. It's crazy.
bruh, I got two questions. One, how do you know about these things?
Cause I
And
be on
two,
the internet.
how do you know about these things?
On the internet, social media. I be learning about stuff. I be reading the back of magazines and cereal boxes and shit. You learn
Yo,
about
cereal
stuff.
boxes. This nigga said cereal boxes. What kind of cereal you be eating? Get your rocks off? What type of shit are you be eating, son?
Nigga, Trump cereal.
Oh, yo. What's up with your man? Did you get some of them sneakers?
Nigga, you think I would rock some Trump sneakers? Fuck out of here, son. I'll be a magic like a motherfucker, like
I know you
Air
would.
Trump's on, nigga.
I know you would. I know you would do that shit.
I would rock
I know
them
you
shit.
would, man. You antagonistic motherfucker. I know you
Grab
would
her
do
by
that.
the pussy. I love that. That's my slogan. Grab her by the. I know you grabbed a woman by the pussy before. It's presidential shit now. Who knew? Being a pervert would be presidential.
But I think that ain't new. I think they always been like that.
I do
You just
too.
the
That's
first
what I'm
one that got
saying.
caught saying it.
I'm glad he came and brought it to the forefront. Like this is who I am. Accept me.
And it's funny how many white men and women were completely okay with that, like it was nothing. So what that told me was that the moralistic, idea that they like to put forth, that it's just some bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just some bullshit. It's not real. You know what I mean? Like he exposed them and they exposed themselves by not going in on him about it,
Yeah.
and then voting for him and shit. Because basically he just made them feel like, and this is just an observation from being outside their group. Obviously, if that didn't alienate you, then it drew you in. It drew you closer to him. Oh, he's like my granddad. What's
That
going
nigga
on, Tom
had
Tom? He's like my
two
granddad. He's like my
open rape
daddy. He
cases,
used to grab us by the pussy.
two open sexual assault cases, and you become president, boy, you fired. America crazy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, bro? How in the last, since he's been in there, and gone, the increase in the amount of people, white males predominantly, who have been arrested for various types of child exploitation, whether it's porn or rape or sodomy, some type of 20-something to 60-something-year-old white males, usually something to do with churches or community or school, or where they'll have access to a bunch of kids and shit like that. But it's like that shit is rampant in that group. It is obviously rampant in that group, and if it ain't, it sure fucking looks like it is. But I guess that's how they look at, the things, that are commonly purported or perpetuated about us, like, abandoning our children, or, being prone to criminality and stuff like that. But like they abandon their children at no rate less than we are supposedly doing it, and they are going to prison faster now. They have a higher rate of incarceration than Hispanics. So it's melanated people, white males, black males, white males, and then Hispanics. So it's like they got everything going on, destructive and negative that everybody else got going on, but then they got that going on at a rate that far exceeds everyone else. So it seems. I don't know, but there's something about their culture that is widely understood and accepted, and he is largely representative of it. And I think that is why he has such a strong fucking following.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some bugged out shit, bro.
I think most white people are degenerates. They just like dishonest about their degeneracy. So he just allowed him being so straightforward and open about it is like it's what they would want to do, but they know how they would be judged.
Yeah, his situation has been for a long time uncontingent on whether people like him or not. So
Yeah.
if you really want to like see what a person's actually like, all you gotta do is give them everything they ever wanted. If they get everything or even close to everything they ever wanted, then they don't have. You'll see who they really are. You'll see who they actually are. When it doesn't matter to them whether this group likes them or that person likes them, you'll see who the fuck they really are. You see who they really, really are. And what it looks like, it looks like it looked like white men, not so old and old white men, are very, very, very sexually deviant and like little kids a lot. And like for real, for real. There was one dude that got popped, and he was a part of a sting, and there were all sorts of people who were going to this whatever this source was they had set up to attract pedos and the different services they were offering them. This motherfucker was looking for a child to eat,
God damn.
to consume, to cut up in Jeffrey Dahmer, like eat the child.
How do you figure you like to eat people? Like
How do you find that out?
like what's
How do
the
you find that you
steps
like to
of
eat
that?
people?
Like how
Yep.
you look at a fat person and be like, that nigga probably salty.
Yeah.
Like what the
Yep.
fuck? Like
Imagine that. Imagine that, man. Like, we don't know it, but we've been someplace at some point. But one of them looked at us and was like, damn, I wonder how he tastes, man. Like, for real.
I'm in Midtown. You got to be careful with saying stuff like that.
Oh, this nigga's up in Midtown. You in Midtown Atlanta? Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Just past the Rainbow Road. I call that the devil's asshole. That little corner right there, 10th and Piedmont, that's the devil's asshole, boy.
That is fucking crazy, bro.
Gay nigga out there, he was selling boy, and I ain't talking about him. He's selling that other boy.
This motherfucker is disgusting. You are disgusting. That's fucked up shit. Somebody said, Spin 2543 said it helps them stay young. So that's the whole adrenochrome concept. You know?
Oh, fucking little boys?
No.
Boys?
Consuming them, and specifically their blood. Oh. You know, but what happens is, like, they develop a taste for it. They develop a taste for it. You know what I mean? And from what I've heard, what I've read rather, they it's like addictive. They become addicted to it. Like, that's some bugged out shit, bro. That is beyond some bugged out shit. And to think that there are people in significant places within the governing body that are on this type of shit,
Yeah.
and would like to be able to do it openly, and would like that there are no consequences associated with doing it.
Well, then they passed a law in California for like boy man love to make that like legal.
Leave it to California. I remember that being talked about. I don't know what that came out to. 800,000 plus children missing every year.
Yeah, they were trying to make
that's suspend yourself.
Put child, what's it when you like kids, pedophilia. They were trying to make that a sexual identity, a part of the LGBTQ